Everyone, and welcome to a new video. If you're new here, my name is Mohammed. We continue our training and the preparation for Elastic Certified Engineer exam, and today with a new topic. It's gonna be the last one in searching data. We will discover together the runtime field. That being said, let's jump to our documentation. So here is a definition of a runtime field. So the runtime field allow us to dynamically define a custom field in our index mapping without alerting the original data. Like we don't need to reindex, we don't need to modify anything. We have two steps, or the first one is define this runtime field in the in our mapping. Then we run the query and we will get the results. So what's the runtime field? It's indeed a field. It's computed at the query time. I mean, it's not indexed or it's not stored in Elasticsearch. If we need it, we send our query, and at the time of querying our index or sending this request, it gets calculated. We will see in a bit in our lab an example of it. Another part of the runtime field is the Painless scripting language. To be able to run or to create a runtime field, you have to use something we call it a Painless script. It's a scripting language. It's optimized for Elasticsearch, and it's known for its fast and secure. With that being said, let's jump to our lab. In our example here, we're gonna use again the sample logs that we have here. We're gonna use the e-commerce. So if you did not import it, click here on the Elastic, try sample data, and you click here and you add it to your cluster, or you add it to your Elasticsearch, and then you will be able to find it, right? What we're gonna do here, we have these two fields. We have the original price or the product price, and here we have the discount percentage of the product. What we want to do is we want to calculate the final price of the product after we reduce the discount, or after we calculating the discount amount, and we reduce it from the original price. We will get the discounted price, or the final price. So is this multiplied by 20 divided by 100, you get the value. You reduce this value from this value that we get from the discount percentage, then we will get the final price. Now, runtime field, like we will not store the data anywhere here in Elasticsearch. So if we need it, we calculate it. Every time you need it, it's gonna be calculated. So the first thing is we're gonna run, or we're gonna define the mapping for this field, right? Then we will be able to run to run our query. So the first thing is, since we're gonna define the mapping, I will call the index, and here is the mapping, right? And first it's gonna be runtime, then open brackets, and here you call your, like here you name your field, right? Discounted price. Here we go. Next, what's the type of this field? So since it's a mathematic, we're gonna apply. So logically or technically, it's gonna be double. Now, if we go to our next line here, we're gonna define our script, right? So it's gonna be like this, and double. Oops. Here we go. Here, I forget the comma. There we go. And here is gonna be. It's gonna be the source of the script, and it's like this. It's 3 double quotes, right? And here we have the syntax. So again, if you are familiar with the Java syntax, so it's gonna be easy. Otherwise, in the documentation, if you search or if you go to the documentation, you will find some examples where you can see the syntax. It's not something really complicated, but needs some practice. Like you have to get familiar with the syntax and how you use it, right? In our example here, so we're calling or first we check in the field if it is empty or no. So it's gonna be something like this, products dot discount underscore percentage dot size. If it is greater than 0, and the other field as well should be greater than 0, the price and the percentage or the discount percentage, right? So here it's gonna be the same. So doc like this, and here I will do products dot price, and if it is different or greater than, if the size is greater than 0, so I'll just add space here and here, right? If these conditions are met, so here we're gonna go to the next line. What we're gonna do, we're gonna call emit, two brackets. So here we have doc, and here is gonna be, here we're gonna do the math. So it's product dot price and dot value. We will extract the value of the field itself, and we multiply it by this value, 1 minus products dot discount percentage. I have to make sure that I did not make any typo, otherwise it will not work. So here, and here I have to close another bracket. Here we go. And here it should be also, here we go. So products discount says products discount percentage, the size, let's just make sure it's correct. Here we go. So here I type it the same, and here also I have to make sure yeah, here we go. Here we go. So if these two values are greater than 0, then we will do this, right? We will calculate the final price. So I run. So here, okay, which one? So here, emits, yeah. So here we have. All right. So let me check. So it's emits. Okay, so I have checked the syntax, and we just forget something here. I'm not sure if we did not close the bracket or we forget the comma, but this how it should look like the final code. Now let's see if this will work. So we will call, since we're gonna run the search, right? And here I will search, or I will write my query. So here range, so I will choose the product, this one, discount percentage. I will explain, give me 1 second. So if it's greater than 0, greater than. So what I'm doing here is the same as this filter. So I'm doing give me all the products that have percentage or discount percentage more than or different. Here I'm saying different than 0, but here I'm saying is greater than 0, right? This is the first part of our query. Now the second part of our query is this one. So what we're gonna do, we can specify the source, but let me call the field, and here I will call this field, right? The one that we define in our mapping. And for sure, at the end, we can say the size should be, I don't know, 5 or 10 documents, right? And here, if we run, let me just change it here. And if we search for this field, so here you have this field. So we have the result. So if you search, so this is the value or the final price after applying the discount percentage on the on our product, right? With that being said, we get to the end of the video. Let me know in the comment section if you have any question or any problem, and we'll see you in the next video.